We're here today to announce the Calgary Police Service has seized 2 serious firearms from 4 individuals stemming from an incident that occurred at a Max convenience store in the southeast of Calgary on Saturday at approximately 10:50 hours in the morning. Approximately 2 hours later, members of the Gang Suppression Team located a vehicle matching the description from the altercation at the Max store, conducted a increased risk traffic stop, and arrested the individuals and seized what you see in front. It should be noted that these 4 individuals are known to the police, and an investigation is still ongoing, and we are looking into connections with other crimes as well as forensics on the weapons to see if they were involved in other crimes as well.
When you say they were known to police, are these suspects a part of a known gang or a community where crime is something you're looking into?
These members are criminal associates to each other, and we see anyone that has access to and drives around with weapons like this, we consider them organized criminals.
When you say you're investigating their link to other crimes, is there something specific that a shooting or anything like that you guys are investigating their connection to?
We are looking for support from the public to connect the dots into the original altercation in the parking lot. That should shed some light onto how we're going to direct our investigation moving forward. We can say that these individuals, obviously known to the police, are criminal associates of each other, and we're looking into different connections to other organized crime within the city of Calgary.
What is the specific altercation that occurred in the Max parking lot, other than them being seen with the guns and putting them in the vehicle?
That's exactly what we're looking for. So there were two vehicles in the Max parking lot, according to witnesses. We located one of the vehicles. The other vehicle we did not locate. What we're looking for is assistance from the public to give us that information so that we can take further guns of this type off the street.
What is the other vehicle description?
We don't even have that description right now.
No, like if it's a truck, car, anything like that?
We're looking for assistance from the public.
Can you describe the weapons a bit more and why in particular they're dangerous, or going further into that?
Absolutely. The assault rifle that you see in front of you was loaded with 7.62 rounds. 7.62 rounds will go through any police vest that we wear. So it's very troubling for us. It's troubling for members of the public, and it's troubling for other criminals that may have been targeted by individuals that carry weaponry of this type, as well as the fact that the longer rifle, the SKS that you see in front of you, is an assault rifle and can be used for inflicting multiple damage on multiple people, or maximum damage on multiple people. Whereas the smaller sawed-off prohibited weapon that you see in front of you, it's a .22 caliber firearm, but it can be easily concealed, and it's something of more of a surgical type, I guess, criminality. If you wanted to insert yourself into a crowd, you can easily conceal that on your person and inflict damage on an individual that you want to inflict damage on.
There's 2 hours in between the Max store and roughly when these guys were stopped. Any idea what they were doing in between time?
This is something that we are investigating further. We're trying to find that connection. We're trying to go back in time to get that the timeline from the Max to the time this traffic stop occurred. We don't have that information right now.
Is the assault rifle fully automatic, or has it been altered?
Fully
automatic, or is it just semi-automatic?
What I can say about the assault rifle right now is that we haven't conducted the testing on it to determine if it's fully automatic or not. It is unregistered, which indicates to us that it is part of organized crime and was smuggled into the country. So there is no known owner of that weapon.
Can you explain the significance to those who may not know of sawing off a pistol? What does that do? What's so dangerous about that?
The danger in any type of altered firearm, specifically sawed off, is the concealment purpose. And a larger type weapon doesn't make the bullet any less effective. In fact, it makes it more effective because you can be closer to your target. So it's the element of surprise. Sawed off is a very close quarter combat type weapon.
Would these, you said they're known known to you? Is it the same kind of thing, weapons? Are we talking maybe drug links as well? What kind of criminal records do these guys have?
Yeah, I can't really get into how they're known to the Calgary Police Service, but they are known to the Calgary Police Service. They're known to the Gang Suppression Team. Our Gang Suppression Team are experts in recognition of organized crime figures within the confines of our city, and these individuals are known to our Gang Suppression Team.
Can you say how these individuals were identified by the team and specifically, for lack of a better word, targeted?
Yeah, so what we can say is that the vehicle matched the description of the vehicle from the Max parking lot. Our Gang Suppression Team was in the area providing sort of a heightened public safety for the public for the funeral for the toy homicide that was occurring at the same time.
You might have already said this, but where was the Max convenience store in the Northeast?
I was in the southeast, actually.
Southeast.
Yeah, in Applewood.
Applewood.
Yes.
How dangerous to the public is something that powerful? You said yourself that it'll go through a vest, like the public, they don't wear vests and it'll go through houses and cars and stuff like that. How much of a risk is it to the general public?
It's a huge risk. Anytime you see weaponry of this type in the hands of people that are known to the police, it's very, very important that we take them off the street. It's important to the public because bullets don't discriminate. They may be destined for criminals or competitors or whatever it is that they're targeting, but it's definitely not the innocent victims that we see and that we have seen over the past year and years with bullet and firearm violence in the city. And taking this off the street is going to do nothing but prevent homicides from happening.
How common or uncommon are rifles like the long one there in the city?
I would say they're uncommon. These are they are restricted, not prohibited. You can get a license to own something along those lines as long as you have the proper documentation and it's not modified. Once again, this is not owned by anybody, so it is a crime weapon of crime. And this is what our organized criminals. This is what they own. This is their protection system. This is their offensive system to go out and cause violence and social disorder in our city.
How do you know it wasn't owned by anybody? Like, is that a serial number thing? I would assume they scratch the serial numbers off, but.
Nope, the serial number's there.
Okay, so
like I say, we've done our preliminary investigation. We have to continue that investigation. We have to get forensics. We have to make sure that these weapons are properly treated through our crime labs to make sure that if they were involved in previous crimes, then we'll know about it and we can connect the dots that way.
You say these weapons are smuggled. Do you know perhaps where?
No, it's unknown. Obviously, from a border outside of Canada.